Unforgettable. That's what you are. Unforgettable. Though near or far. I've seen things with my retina. These old days I don't feel that much.
Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm so excited for Halle Bailey. Like, this is so exciting. She has such an amazing voice, and I'm so proud of her getting the role with Little Mermaid, and I think she's going to do an exceptional job. And so if you were wondering how she sounded, that's how she sounds, okay? Halle Bailey is from Atlanta, Georgia, and she is 19 years old. She is currently on the hit show Grownish alongside with her sister, Chloe, and they both sing. And I basically discovered them at the BET Awards, their first time performing on TV. I thought they were amazing. They can rap, they can sing, they can play musical instruments, they can do everything. Chloe and Halle, they were both discovered by Beyonce when they were posting YouTube videos singing covers of Beyonce songs and others, and ever since they have been touring with Beyonce. They actually got nominated for a Grammy for Best New Artist, and February of this year they actually performed at the Super Bowl. Rob Marshall is the director of the upcoming Little Mermaid film, and it seems, according to statements, that he had already had Halle Bailey in mind for the role, so it was without a question, without a doubt, that she was the perfect person for the role.
All the Caucasians to the back. Immediately. Honestly, thank you. Looks better already.
When I saw this on Instagram, it took me out. So after the whole discussion about the Little Mermaid and the casting and how people have questions about how did he choose her, how did he narrow it down, and this is what he had said. After an extensive search, it was abundantly clear that Halle possesses the rare combination of spirit, heart, youth, innocence, and substance, plus glorious singing voice, all intrinsic qualities necessary to play the iconic role. Shortly after Disney released a statement that they had casted Halle Bailey for the role of Ariel in The Little Mermaid, everybody was sending positivity. Shortly after, people were making Twitter posts with images of how beautiful Halle Bailey is going to be in the new role of The Little Mermaid, and they were just sending positivity her way, basically. Fans of the iconic character had another person in mind actually for the role. They were surprised it was Halle Bailey because they actually thought that for a long time that Zendaya was actually going to be cast as Ariel in The Little Mermaid. Zendaya has been part of the Disney community for a very long time, and so she's been on TV shows on the Disney Channel. She's been part of the marketing of Disney for a very long time, and I believe that Zendaya made the conscious, wise decision not to be a part of the project, because I think she believes that, she's aware of the industry and how colorist it can be, and I believe that she knows in a lot of the industry's eyes that she is the acceptable black person to play a role as a white character. So she was like, you know what? Halle Bailey, she is a talented young black woman, and I believe that she should play an iconic role. Let her shine. And Zendaya has already been in projects so far this year and the last couple years, so I believe she just wanted for someone else to be cast and someone else to get some shine. I met Zendaya back in 2016, and she is a really nice person, and I know that when she found out that Halle Bailey was cast in The Little Mermaid, I know she was really proud of her, very happy for her, and it came from a genuine place because Zendaya values representation. Ariana Grande posted on the gram sending her support and how happy she was for her. And, fans also thought that Ariana Grande would also be a good, contender for The Little Mermaid because, Ariana Grande's got the red hair, she can sing, but you know what? Ariana Grande was so happy for her, and she thought that it would be such a great thing for her to be in. And so just like anything in life, you got positivity and you also have negativity. So there has been, Twitter has been talking about it, Instagram has talked about it, and there's been a lot of people that do not support Halle Bailey being cast as Ariel in The Little Mermaid. They're arguing that, Halle Bailey, of course it's evident they don't like that she is a black girl playing a white character. But at first it was really like about hair and then why her hair is not red. Well, number one, red hair is just a color. She can dye it, she can do whatever she wants to it, and they can alter that. But you're just arguing because she's black women cannot have red hair, or a black woman cannot be cast as a mermaid. Come on, we're talking about an animated character. And I also think people just have a problem with, her having locks. And I think that's a problem because, we're in a world of cultural appropriation where a lot of people have stolen, not borrowed, have stolen black culture and black hairstyles. And so for her to play an iconic character, animated character, a mermaid, mermaids don't have a certain hair type. Mermaids aren't real, and so I don't know why people care about if her hair is straight, because it's got locks, braids in it. This is a mermaid, okay? And you know what, when I was a young girl, I was a little girl once, and I loved The Little Mermaid. The Little Mermaid was one of my favorite movies, and I will watch it all the time. And so I can care less. When I was a kid, I didn't care what color Ariel was. I was just so in love with the story. So little kids do not care. They don't care what color she is. Animated means animated. You can be blue, green, black, white, yellow, whatever. Kids love it. They love singing. They love to have a imagination. They want to be, or they want to see themselves in the character. And I think that's why the reason why this is being made is for other people of color, little kids of color, to be able to see themselves as, they can see themselves. That's really what it is. They can see themselves and they can enjoy a film and be able to enjoy it just like everybody else has. This is just a racist thing because, anybody that's saying, well, why can't Ariel just be white? Like, let's let her stay white. You guys got Tiana. Mulan is Chinese. Why do we have to make Ariel black? Okay, number one, those princesses were made to show how princesses come from all different cultures, different nationalities. And so for you to say that Ariel or any other character cannot be any different race but white makes you racist. And Disney has had non-black or just any person of color race anything for the past 72 years. So I think it is time for more princesses of different races to appear. And I think there should be a Latina princess coming soon because we need more princesses to look like everybody else. There is no race requirement to be a princess, period. When I saw this on the Shade Room about a couple of days ago, I was very, very disturbed. A child didn't do this, okay? A adult did this, and a racist adult did this. So basically, they're saying that Halle Bailey is going to look like this in the new Little Mermaid film, and that this just shows the stereotypical, black woman. You see how black women are being degraded, and how it's so important for a lot of people to know that black women are seen in society as less than. Black women are the most disrespected women in the world, period. And that's why I feel like it's very important to acknowledge that racism is still very evident in today's society. And so for someone to just take time out of their day to make a photo of Ariel basically in blackface with big lips and a chicken in between her breasts on top of a watermelon just screams how much the world is still racist, and how, and people forget cartoons had a lot of messages of racism. Okay, Tom and Jerry, oh my gosh, so many of the old school films have been about blackface and about the stereotypes of black people. So when I saw this, I'm like, wow, this is 2019. This is what we're about. This is just another reminder of how a lot of the world thinks that black people are less than human. I just hope that this negativity doesn't discourage Halle Bailey. I hope that she continues to stay positive and encouraged to do it for the young girls, black girls out there, And let us all remember Cinderella with Brandy and Whitney as the fairy godmother. I remember when I was younger and I saw Brandy as Cinderella, I think that's the only way I can experience being colorblind, because when I first saw that movie, I don't remember what my initial reaction was, but I do know that I did not care about what color Brandy was, or what race was the prince or the mother or whatever. I didn't care about that. All I cared about was, wow, how it was just so magical, and it's supposed to be like a fairy tale. And so I know as I watched it more and more as I got older, I started to realize how diverse the whole cast was. So it can be done, and I think that a lot of people think it's impossible to have a very diverse cast, and that just makes me ask that question, why do you think it's impossible? What limits talent? You think race? It's crazy. My little cousin was very fortunate to experience her first black princess. Brandy as Cinderella was my first black princess. So when Tiana came in 2008, I was just so happy about the project, because it's very important to see yourself and try to identify yourself, and you can see yourself in the character. So I was very impressed. But recently in Wreck-It Ralph 2, there was some controversy about how Tiana was in the film, and her African American features were very, insignificant in a way, and it wasn't there. It wasn't very present. And so a lot of people, it was like a controversy about it. So, it's very evident that there's a lot of things that go on in the industry that want to erase blackness. Blackness is not achievable as being beautiful. It hasn't been perceived that way, and I still feel like there's a lot of things that need to be worked on in the industry. And so Wreck-It Ralph, they acknowledged that and they corrected it, but it just seems like black isn't just good enough. Why can't we just be black? Why can't we just have our own features, and why can't it just be the way it is and just be accepted as is, and that's the frustrating part. But anyways, I just want to conclude this video. I just want to talk about the Ariel situation and how it's very important that we see more representation in Hollywood and in the media. And so, we have to do it for the young little black girls coming up, and it's a new generation. And I think there's no excuse for a reason why little black girls cannot imagine themselves or think that being a princess is not achievable. We are queens in all our countries. We are princesses. It is attainable. And so I just want to come on here and just talk about how I'm so happy for Halle Bailey, and I think that she's going to change and impact a lot of little black girls coming up. Just like Brandy had an impact on me when I saw Cinderella, a little black girl is going to have that same experience, and I'm so excited for it. This concludes my opinion on The Little Mermaid. I am so happy for Halle Bailey. Congratulations to you again. And I cannot wait to see you shine, girl. You're going to glow. You're going to sound amazing. And I will definitely be at the box office, okay, to support you. Okay? Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, everyone.